gonna do my everyday makeup routine. Now, for those of you who are into that, great. But for those of you who are not and just need some motivation to stay, this is what I'm gonna give you. And this is what I'm gonna give you. This is my everyday look. And if you like it, I'm gonna give you some secrets to show you how I get this look. Alright, so this is the order I go in. Once I've done my foundation and my concealer, I think this is where everybody starts doing their own thing, and there is no particular order, but this is what I do. I bake with 2 separate powders, or I set my face with 2 separate powders and bake with one. This is what they are. I use Sacha Buttercup to set my concealer. I just go along the shape. For some reason, I can never get under there perfectly the first time around, so I've been having to do the most. So I don't really bake with this one, so you're not going to see too much on there. Sorry, I wish this lighting was better. You're not going to see too much on there. I don't really bake with this one. This is just to set my concealer, which means like lock it in place and to keep that bright area bright. So you see that's like setting the concealer. I do it on my chin. I do it under my nose. I do my bridge and that little area that I had concealer at right here. And then to get that beautiful contour that I always do, I take the yellow powder, this powder, and I do like just a light line, and I'll put a little bit underneath because I don't want there to be like a line of demarcation. Just very lightly, like I don't make it super sharp and I don't put a lot. I just do it enough so that you see it and so that I know I did it. While I let that sit, this is the secret. You guys, I'm putting you on to like the best bronzer. If you like how my makeup looks, like the warmth of my makeup, this product, I'm gonna need you to get your hands on it ASAP. It was $35, but here it is. This is a NARS bronzer. It's in the shade Quarimba Matte. And this is the shade. It's just the perfect brown. I used it on my very light skinned sister to bronze up her face. I use it on my skin and it brightens up my face. It's just like that perfect chocolatey, it's a chocolatey brown and it has some pigment, some warmth to it. Anyway, you guys need to see this. Hold on. See that? So I take a flathead brush like that, and I use that to dust away the powder. And the reason I use this brush is because it's dense enough to like really move the powder, because the powder that I like set on my face sometimes, you know, sits and sets in place, and I need to make sure it doesn't leave harsh lines. So I use a dense brush to move my powder. Y'all, I really should have done my makeup in here the whole time. Like, what was I thinking? Secret number 2, The second thing I love about my makeup is the bright under eye. The girls love a bright under eye. So your girl had to pull out the Laura. I take the very tip of my beauty blender and I put her in there, okay? And what I do is start in the very, very inner corner of my under eye. You see that? Right in there. And I build and I keep adding and I build up. Do you see that? Do you guys see this? Okay. Yeah. You see, like, that's too much right there. So I need to, like, get rid of that. All I did was flip my beauty blender over and swipe it away. So now I let this bake. This is gonna bake. I'm letting this bake. Sorry. I love this part. This is my favorite part. So once we're done with that, I take my Sephora Lash Craft Big Volume mascara. Y'all save your coins and get this mascara. This is from the Sephora collection. It's much cheaper and it does very well. So I'll get up close so y'all can see how good it works. Fudge. I just got some mascara under there. My little sister asked me the other day, she said, why do you draw your eyebrows? You already have eyebrows. Okay, just a nice, simple, cute eyebrow. You know, back in the day when I was in high school, we used to go hard, okay? I used to do concealer bottom, foundation top. But I would put the brow highlight underneath. Like, I used to go in, but now we keep it natural for the most part. I used to come to school with no makeup on my face, nothing. Because I had clear skin. But I used to come to school with no makeup on my face, but my eyebrows would be carved out. Like, basically the step you do when you carve out your brows to do your whole face, but I would just carve out my eyebrows. Like, Nigeria, do your face, honey. And I'm not gonna say it looked terrible because I wasn't out here looking crazy, but like, you could just tell, like, my eyebrows are very important to me. I made sure that was what was done on my face every single day, my eyebrows. So now, because I want to make sure I maintain the brightness and I don't want to completely dust it all away, I want to, like, let it do its thing and marinate, I take a stipple brush, which has, like, feathery bristles. It's very light. And I use that to brush away this powder because I want it to leave a tint of lightness. I don't want it to all brush away. I just OD on it because why not? I put on my Fenty gloss. I have the clear one and the pink one. Can't find either one, so I've been using the brown one for now, which is fine. I have this palette that has bronzers and some highlights, but I don't really use the highlights because they're not highlighty enough. This palette is a great beginner palette. This used to be my bronzer color, but it wasn't pigmented enough after a while, so I stopped using it. Let me just, sorry, I need to blend that out because that highlight is looking a little too harsh there. So usually I go in with this orange one to add a glow, a saturated glow back to my skin, and I kind of press it right between my highlight and my bronzer. So I'll put it, like, right in there to give me that orange glow back in my face. And I also put it between my highlight and bronzer on my forehead. This is just gonna add, like, a glow back to my skin, make my skin look alive again. And then I put some blush because that makes me look really girly. Right there. And there she is. Yes, y'all. Hey, you guys, that is it for my makeup routine. Oh, my armpits. that's it for this makeup routine. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys learned some tips. I hope you guys finally got to learn and know what it is you wanted to know about my makeup routine. That's it. It's simple, but it's very like specific, because I like it how I like it and I do it how I do it, and it's giving what it needs to give. So I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for tuning in once again. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you soon.